Oh my god, guys, I am feeling so cute this afternoon. And I also had to do a joy video. Oh my god. I just got done with another episode of Blind Spot. So three now today. Definitely binging it. It's crazy. So anyhow, guys, here I am. So cute. Another joy. Here we go. There we go. Alright guys, so yeah, just a nice little intro for tomorrow. Not really sure what tomorrow will be, but yeah. So anyhow guys, talk to you guys later. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you guys today now. It is now Monday morning. My apologies, Monday morning. Anyhow guys, wanted to come to you guys today now. I did do my research here this morning, just on the fall foliage map. I will later today go and get some more fall foliage with you guys. And then as I'm talking, I'll share my research that I've done. Obviously, I'm going to watch another episode of Blind Spot here first this morning. But anyhow, guys, just coming to you guys today. I'll post it now. You guys can officially see that I unknowingly set myself up for that, and it's one of those things where if you do it only one time, it's like even more like, oh my god, no way. Because, you know, if a person goes and says every single year, and they ask that question every single year, they're bound to be right at least one time, you know? So it's just really, really cool to, you know, see that Tioga County gets the first, in the times that I've seen it, you know, the maps. Like I said, I only did last year's, and I think maybe the year before that. Last year as well during a video, like I did the 2023 maps. But holy cow, guys, that's crazy. So Tioga County gets it first, and then it looks like Montour, Northumberland, Union, no, not Union, Montour, Northumberland, and Columbia. So Columbia is where Bloomsburg is. Blair, Bedford, and Summer, or was it Cambria? No, it was Cambria this year. They're all approaching, so they're all yellow. And then, so it's kind of like a cool split. I'm trying to think of it now without having it up on my computer. But it's kind of cool, you know, going east. And then it's usually very normal for like Wayne and Pike. I forget what county Countersport is in, but I know like Elk and Forest County, right above Jefferson County. And then I think it's, I don't remember what county, what county is Du Bois in? Is that still in Jefferson County, or is that Indiana County? Anyhow, and then it's like Venango. Obviously Mercer is the first one on Interstate 80 coming from Ohio. But anyhow, you guys can see it's kind of like a cool little wraparound with just some oddballs right down in the South Central, or mid-South Central, because some people would say it's between South and West. You know, most people would consider, you know, the very edge of Northumberland, so the eastmost part, to like the westmost part of like Clearfield. They usually consider that like the central region if you want to split Pennsylvania into three. But anyhow, that's very cool to see that. I was really surprised when I saw that. It's like, holy cow, no way. It's number one. It's the first time, and it starts at best color. That's crazy. So yeah, just wanted to come on and share that. And I did also want to share from yesterday too. If somebody did see that and they overreacted, that would be on them. So for example, right, showing not being selfish, because some people, whenever they catastrophize things, they have a tendency to say, you don't even know how it feels, right? Like I said, actually do the things that they have to do every morning, and then you can say, I'm right in your shoes, right? Kind of thing. So, for example, guys obviously don't need to take off their pants the whole way, right? So if or if he did do that, then my actions would be a little bit more justified, responding to the extent of the mother who saw Alyssa Razzo. Like Naples Beach is a kid-friendly beach, right? So they have the right to be walking around and not be exposed to that stuff, because in the no FAP versus the, that Jubilee, that's one of the things that they kind of agreed upon at the end, is that it's not good for kids, right? So, yeah, everybody can kind of agree on that. So, but now, if somebody responded the way that the mother responded to seeing Alyssa Rasso at the Naples Pier, whenever I'm, just decide for one or two, right? And it just so happens to be, right, that they're speeding through or something, that would be really on them, So, yeah, because, a couple intimate photos, I guess, right? Like bras and panties is called intimates, right? So those kind of intimates is just normal, right? So to say. It's just in a different, context, right? Like it could be off the beaten path at a beach, right? Somewhere. Of it in like a more secluded, wooded area. And again, that's where Alyssa Razzo should, but she didn't. Right out on the pier, right? So, anyhow, guys, yeah, I just wanted to share that too. Just giving a little bit more clarity as to what I meant by like standing up, right? So, and it's also not saying that the person doesn't care, if they treat you like that or they stand up like that and they say that your reaction is too strong. It's actually not the case, and here's why. Because if, like I said with the doctor, right, so doctors obviously care about their patients, but if a doctor cares so much that they have stage 1 hypertension, let's say 130 over 85, for a decent amount of time, so enough time to diagnose hypertension stage 1, if they, oh my god, overreact and they give the maximum dosage of a blood pressure med when their patient is only 130 pounds, and they have some other things that, could play into the dosing, of a blood pressure medication, and they overreact like that, that's malpractice, actually. Yeah, that would probably go into malpractice. Well, maybe not malpractice, because you're actually still trying to treat them, you're just treating them too much. And treating them too much or too little, I'm pretty sure, I would have to look up the definition of malpractice for medical malpractice, but you guys get the point. So yeah, so it's also not downplaying their emotions too. Like, you can make them feel heard, still while sharing reality with them too. Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so anyhow, guys, thanks again for watching. And the odds of kids, right, being, even if they can walk, right, the odds of them taking them way far back in, it's just, to see, just for long enough, right, to see, me in my bra and panties, right, like, it's not gonna happen, right? I mean, maybe they'll take them on the bike, but even then, like, depending on how young they are and everything, like, their retention and their attention to detail and their focus time can't be long enough, to sustain, right, going in there that far on the bike. That's just the way kids are, and that's I don't know if it's a children's psychology fact, but you guys get the point. So, anyhow, guys, thanks again for watching my little updates here this morning. I'll go ahead here and watch Blind Spot, and then I will officially get out with you guys later today. It's obviously weird having the blinds closed, but it's what you have to do when the sun comes right on in your windows in the morning, guys. So, anyhow, guys, thanks for watching, and in just a couple minutes of your time, you guys will see me walking more and sharing the remaining updates. Here we go. Hey everyone, your girl is here. I don't know if you guys could hear the very ending, but my washer just got done, and I am just about to watch my episode. You can't see my computer sitting there, but it is. I just pulled it up, but I thought of something also really quick. So like I said, this is a really cool twist too, by the way. Like I said, with you never know how somebody's gonna react. Certain things would still be on the person, depending on the question, and how they react to that question. Because like I said before, if everything is inappropriate, well then, we shouldn't, my doctor should never ask me, how was my last cycle, right? Like, they shouldn't be asking me if I'm pregnant or considering being pregnant. Like, they shouldn't ask that, because anything is inappropriate, right? Again, that's actually on the person who either just doesn't want to say I'm having a bad day and start and stuff like that, or whatever the reason is, that would actually be on them. But this is a really cool twist, because it's like that person who said, what age were you when you lost your virginity? That's really, in essence, that's really the same as a doctor asking, are you sexually active? And have you had sexual partners in the past, right? Making sure that, I'm not really sure why they even asked that question too. Like, I had to look up why they ask if you want a guy or a girl doctor, because I couldn't remember why they did that. So yeah, so really that guy asking that, but you could still see, even people who didn't really want to agree, they didn't go to the extreme as the mother, right, who saw the Sarazo. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's also a really cool twist, relating to, you never know how somebody's going to react. And it's also the person's job to know if they're playing with fire, asking those kind of questions, right? More than likely, you're not going to be playing with fire if you ask those questions, right? But obviously, the teens on the river obviously were playing with fire by putting their hands on somebody. And that goes for anybody. But I'm just using that because that's the first example, and I usually talk about that example a lot. And they weren't kids on the river, they were teens. So they were getting close to, adulthood. But again, that was probably still their first time with that life lesson and experience. I don't know. It, yeah. But maybe, asking that question could also determine how you talk, right, as well. Like I said, you don't use a firm tone of voice and be assertive, right, when you're talking to them, because again, that was their first time. But you could also try to find a way to pry that information out and then see, kind of how your treatment plan or interrogation, again, they weren't the ones who did a crime. Technically, putting your hands on somebody else and pushing them down is probably an assault of some kind, but you know what I'm saying. They were the main victims. Yeah, they had a part, right? Like, that guy wouldn't have got up out of the water with a knife if they hadn't done that, most likely. But you guys get the point, right? So, yeah. So now I'm up to about 12, 13 minutes with my little additions here and a cool little twist into it's everybody's job to think of how what are the probabilities, right? And if there is that slim probability, then I can find a way to stand up and be like, this is actually on you, right? Because yeah, right, like everybody walking around and everybody that you see, is came from that event happening, right, between two grown adults, right? So, them asking that question is just in a different context, right? Like I said with me and intimates. So really, that would just be on them if they overreacted, and started going off the deep end. Even if they didn't do anything to get actual criminal charges, because I think harassment is just like a summary thing and like a fine. If that even, I don't know. You guys get the point though. So yeah. Anyhow, guys, thanks for watching. Talk to you guys later. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you guys today now, you guys can definitely see from way up here, there's a couple of places where you're driving where you may think this might be really probably the only part in the county that is approaching best color, but I definitely disagree. Now that, you know, you don't just take one singular, mini part of the valley, and you look at the whole picture and you can just see thousands upon thousands of trees. And I definitely agree that this is approaching best color. Oh my god, there's that rainbow again. Hold on, don't fall. There it is. So I definitely don't know why, but my boobs seem to get more compressed, and I don't know why they're looking so small today. But again, that's not the picture. That's not the purpose of me taking fall pictures. Is to have really just boom, like, yeah, okay, again, that's not the purpose. Yeah, the kind that, it's the milkshake song, right? The thing that makes me. Okay, anyhow, guys, enough of that. But anyhow, here we are. Definitely very, very, very beautiful. I'm also probably just going to include my research as well into all those different questions yesterday at the start of tomorrow's video, just because I work, and it will be with my walkthrough videos from today. So I have to go, like I said, on the front side of this mountain. Yeah, on the front side of this mountain, where you can actually see the other mountain down there. Look, I'll show you guys. So right there, that one right above the tall evergreen tree. Well, the two tall evergreen trees, if you guys actually look, there's two of them there. But anyhow, so holy cow, this is awesome, guys. Very beautiful up here. I love my blonde moneymaker. I love how it still works. I also love how somebody cut down all of these whatever kind of trees these are. Bushes or shrubs, whatever the exact terminology is. But holy cow, oh my god, I'm in love with this, guys. Definitely approaching best color. And I did make a mistake in my video earlier today. Indiana County is actually to east of Allegheny, which is where Pittsburgh is. So yeah, and then Union, and then I think Union, like directly south, like from the middle of Union southeast, I think that is Perry. Or no, maybe that's Mifflin and Junior. Yeah, because it goes, if you go down 322, which is a very actual 322, not business 322. There's a difference. In Pennsylvania, it goes from Mifflin County to Juniata County. Mifflin, Juniata, and then Perry, I think, yeah, and then Dauphin, and then Dauphin is like York. I don't think Lancaster, no, Lancaster is its own county too. But anyhow, guys, holy cow. This is absolutely insane. And I also don't know why the extreme southeast of Pennsylvania always, like, is so far behind. I could also probably do research on that. I mean, it's not like the longitude and latitude is so much more less, and there's so much more just, because obviously, to an extent, the longitude and latitude has a big part in it, right? Like, Pennsylvania's at the lowest is like 30, and at the highest, I think it's like 32. But yeah, and I don't even remember what county Scranton is too, but I thought it was kind of cool to have, just a little border to almost, I don't even know what county Stroudsburg is. See, like, I know there's 52 counties, I think, or maybe it's 30. No, there's 50. And I only know like 30 of them, but hey, that's pretty good, for being in Pennsylvania. So, my whole life. So, I will go ahead here and just drive up the road a little bit more, and then I'll walk with you guys to get my updated walkthrough at my second location. I may find a location up here that I will consider first, or my second location, like I had shared, do one specifically during peak week. And then I guess I can give just a little bit of a hint. So my location that I remembered from, like I said, the double header. You guys may or may not know what I'm talking about, but that one is in Lycoming County. So I have to definitely keep an eye on the map for Lycoming County this year. So anyhow, guys, so beautiful out there. I really like it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then you look down here and there's some red. It's pretty pretty. Alright guys, here we go. Let me get up here and I'll be right back with you guys. Hey everyone, your girl is here. Wait, I have to go way over. There we go. Holy cow. The actual trail name is back there. So, don't like to give that much identifying information. So anyhow, guys, you guys can see I look really cute in my ponytail today, but I also look really, really cute with everything down. I did have 2 ponytail holders just in case I wanted to do Buffy tails, but I think, honestly, guys, I feel cute enough. Here comes a guy. Come on, up in his truck. I feel cute enough that I might honestly just leave it all down, honestly. But I kind of want to do my fire hair. Probably not, though. It's always so weird sometimes, because a lot of people ask if you're okay. And it's like, yeah. I mean, I'm obvious. You know what I'm saying? Like, my facial expressions, like, just read the situation. I've had that 2 times when I was running, and it's just really rather strange. So, anyhow, guys, since I'm only going to do a walkthrough today, since we're not at peak week, I won't take the tripod in or anything. But just give me 1 second to get out, and then I'll be right back with you guys. Hey, everyone. Your girl is here. So, here I am now. You guys can see someone decided to have a little mini bonfire. Is that a fillet of fish? No, that's from Wawa. Hey, I was just talking about Pennsylvania, not arguments, questionnaires and just conversation. Yeah, there we go. So, I don't even know where it is, where's the closest one is to here. Oh my god. Where is it? Guys, I have no idea. Like, why would they... No, they must have just saved that. I mean, who would want to take a sausage bagel and let it get cold? I don't even know where... I'm going to figure it out, and I'll let you guys know. I'll search it and see. Wawa's near me. I don't... Like, Selinsgrove? I don't even know. Like, I think you have to get way further south than Selinsgrove. I don't even think Harrisburg had one, guys. I don't even remember. No, actually, yes. I do remember seeing one, I think, near Harrisburg. Like, right off, like, yeah, off, like, was it 83? Yeah, I think there was actually one. But I went to I don't know. Anyhow, guys. But speaking of Pennsylvania talk again, I did also just want to share, too, that I thought for the longest time, because I don't actually know what county is north. Well, actually, no, I do know from the map. It's Tioga. But I thought for the longest time that Lycoming County was the biggest county in Pennsylvania. It's actually in the top 5, though. I think Bradford, yeah. And that's also a weird thing, too, because it's just a couple just change a couple letters. Bradford is way up north, and then Bedford is way down south. And they're both, I think, state border counties. So Bradford is up near New York state line, closer to whatever town is on the right-hand side. I know Buffalo and Corning is directly up from 11 and 15. But anyhow, guys, enough with that talk. Let's go ahead here and walk on in. Let me show you guys. And this will just be this will be another make a test Monday, because we're only about a week away from peak. So I'm trying to, find that final location trail. And my third location, well, never mind. I won't, well, nah, never mind, guys. I won't say that. But my third location, I might as well just do today, even though it's probably going to be a while until, my new area is as clear as this, and as peaked as this. So, yeah, guys, this probably won't be it at all, but we'll still just walk out here a little bit. And then, because I do have to get my steps and exercise, I'm only at 42:22, so definitely have to, get those in. But holy cow, guys, I feel really, really cute in this, for sure. Yeah, you guys can see my car key dangling on in there. But other than that, guys, it's really cute. Usually I don't feel this cute with my hair down like this. But you guys know how good I am, right, with my dermatology. So, or I can be my own dermatologist as well. So, different contexts and usages for different, I don't know what that's called, though. I have to double check on that. It's not like a past and present tense. It's just adding on. Is it adding on something possessive? I don't know. I've been giving myself a lot of English lessons recently, guys. Like, for example, cardiology is just the study of, right, the heart, right? So, cardiologist means that you went through cardiology school. Do you know what I'm getting at? And you have a degree and all this other stuff. So, yeah, it's definitely probably not going to be my second location, but I will walk out here just a little bit more. But yeah, you guys can definitely see how lively. So my hair probably would have, done what it did, the past couple times I've had it up in clips. And you guys have seen that. It just, the clip just gets too loose because my hair doesn't have enough products in it. And it's lively and not, graspy, if that would be the right word. There I go with English again, guys. Yeah, so we'll just walk in here. I'll probably just turn around and end this in a couple minutes. Yeah, you guys can see, look, not much at all. This also is my total, I'm sorry, this is a totally evergreen trail for sure. You guys can just see, so. Alright, guys, so I'll turn around here, and also be sure to check my Instagram. I don't know if you guys check, how often you guys check it, but I did, before I came here, I decided to walk at my one of my running locations, and then that way then I didn't have to guess, because I had guessed in my post last night, my catch-up post, because I hadn't posted in 4 days since Tuesday and my oil change. I did obviously post the approximate distances, but then later on today I will post the real distances. And this is when I was talking about going straight. So the first one will be up the first hill, and then obviously you get to run down what the second one is, but then whenever you start back, you have to do obviously that uphill. So so anyhow, guys, I'll go ahead here and get going. I'll talk to you guys when I'm back down to my official second walkthrough location. Still in the search for that third and final location during peak week. But that could also just be multiple locations at my place in Lycoming County. So anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later. I just looked it up, and it is Williamsport or Lewisburg, guys. That is insane. And I didn't even know they have one. Like, when did they put one in? I don't know. I'll have to look at its exact address and see where it is, because they have the sheets at the very end of their business business district in Williamsport, and then you take 220 just a little bit further, and that's how you get to World's End. Because speaking of World's End, it's almost been a year since I've been there too. So anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So coming to you guys today now. My video was only at 31 minutes, so I decided to make this just a little bit longer. And then, just because it is close to peak week. So obviously my outfit matches it perfectly, because you have white, which is usually insinuated if you're talking like temperatures, right? Like cold or cooler, right? Or, yeah, because also fog is white. Obviously it's just clouds, right, that are, waiting to be evaporated back up. So, and then you have oranges and pinks, and then you have my bright ruby red. Yeah, I don't know why they're being so scrunchy today, but that's fine. I don't want to be showful. Like I said, that's not the purposes of my videos and pictures for fall time. So anyhow, I don't want to be super showful today. I do also have all my blacks underneath this, so it can be a little bit risque. And those who do decide to obsess about the boobs, well, then that's just the one in every crowd kind of people. So anyhow, guys, there we go. Awesome lookout. So I'm gonna go do 3 different poses. I really hope that it's I'm not too far back. I know yesterday's video and picture kind of looked a little blurry once I got out there so far, and it was more magnified because obviously I had it up at 1.2. So I don't know like what all was going on, or if I couldn't manually focus, which obviously is easier to do with my good camera. So I may just honestly start taking along my good camera here as well. But anyhow, regardless, it's still, it's not peak week, so I'm not looking for picture perfect. But I am looking for some decent, voila. There's just a lot of different things that pose can be and insinuate. And it all depends on person looking at the context. So anyhow, guys, move ahead here, do this one, and then next I'll probably do, and I'll choose the top 2. So this will obviously be one for sure. It'll either be my Buffy tails or my clip for the next one. So here we go. See, I look so small and tiny there. I can hardly see myself. Alright guys, so now I'll do my clip. See, and a lot of it too is trying to like you guys saw, obviously my clip was a little bit sideways, and also you want to feel for looseness. Like I feel looseness here, so try not to have and sometimes you can also just pull your own liking out and down. And then sometimes you have to twist it up in a twister, and then tilt the clip to the side a little bit. You guys can see it's not perfectly vertical back there. So that, yeah. And then, see, it looks like there's some, no, that's actually decent. I mean, a little bit of volume. It's not really my type of hairstyle that makes me look cute and adorable. But I don't have any... There we go. And then the ringlet. Oh yeah, that's good, guys. Oh my god, yes! Alright guys, here we go. We'll do round 2. You know, I should also do some looking out views too, you know? Kind of like I did and you guys saw at my Huntington in 2024. My lookout there, where I was like, I had my hair pulled back and I was like, whoa, look at it all, right? In my pinkish sweatpants that I have. So now I'll just do classic Buffy tails, like the Wendy's girl. Okay. But my hair has enough waviness to it though. It'll look good. Alright, there's number 2. And number 3. There we go. Oh, I pushed it forward. And then I'll probably just wear this hairstyle home. Because I'm gonna have to, because all I'm doing, well, next video I'm gonna talk with you guys just a little bit, maybe not though. I'll just do get my walkthrough video and be done. Oh my god, Alyssa. You guys can definitely tell I'm left-handed. Because trying to do the bobby pin. Let's try with hold it with the right hand and do the ponytail with the right hand. Well, left hand actually. Well, never mind. Yeah, it is the right hand still, but it feels like much less. I definitely did my section wrong, guys. No, from here it looks decent, honestly. It's just loose, like I said, because I don't have much product in my hair. Hey guys, here we go. The Wendy's girl. Alright guys, so that'll do it for today. Now let me see how I look. Oh yeah, you can hardly tell though, honestly. So I'll put you guys here. And honestly, since I'll probably be walking a little bit with you guys, I'll listen to it going down. And also, as you're going, you can kind of loosen at certain parts, which makes it easier to get everything. Like you guys saw how I was able to get just about, you know, a third of the way down my scalp plugged in there. So it also depends on as you're grabbing, right? And also where you clip this makes it easier to pull out certain parts. See, like, there we go. And then this one will have the curve to the left. See? There's all sorts of different ways you can do it. And then you guys can tell, obviously, the clip ends are big enough. I have too much hair. So you do have some volume there. And then if you wanted to have just like a ringlet with all of that, look, just like that. It pulls right on out. Actually, that is so adorable. I have to get a picture like that too, guys. Here we go. Guys, that is just so beautiful down there. Like, that is awesome. I am so in awe. Anyhow, guys, here we go. Oh no, wait, I lost some volume. Give me a second, guys. There we go, I'm back. And that's also another thing is, can you keep your air... See, now that one even got loose. It's, yeah, can you keep the looser parts secured at least with a bobby pin? So. Wait, there we go. You can actually see all of the grooves really, really well, even in the back camera. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like 7, 8 patches, and then all back here you can see 1, 2, 3, and really those are just big standouts, which kind of take your eye off. It's pretty much everything just coming into focus, and clarity and peak. So anyhow, guys, now I'm definitely good, because that film was 9 minutes getting those pictures. So I may just cut them out, or I may just put it in. Honestly, I'll probably just put it in. So anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later. Alright, guys, so the actual video time was 2 minutes and 7 seconds. I did just make that, speed that up. That'll be a lookout. I tried to do like different pointing. I still haven't had my compilation made yet of the different songs, or parody, I guess you could call it, of multiple songs. Well, no, multiple is a compilation. Anyhow, I tried to like point for got lots of bars around this town, since obviously that is going to be one of the songs in there. So, I don't know, I'll try to come up with my own little dance, but I did just want to get just a little bit of a short film there doing that too. And then obviously I'll switch into and have a different outfit for peak week. So anyhow, guys, thanks again for watching that little sneak peeks preview for the very ending, the parody that I have to make yet. I mean, I have a pretty good idea. I've been, screenshotting songs as my Google Play, YouTube music, my bad, has been playing. So I think I got a good amount. So anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later. That is just breathtaking. That is just, oh my god. Anyhow, guys, talk to you guys later. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So I have my tripod behind you guys. That way then you guys won't roll around as much. And I just decided I would do a drive video. I should honestly just have my tripod, honestly. Or, I'm sorry, my GoPro. I should just have my GoPro here. You guys can see already. Now the tripod itself is pushing down too. But you guys will get to see a decent amount of the drive too. Yeah, it's not gonna work, guys. That's way too heavy. Alright, well, I guess we're gonna just hold you guys. How about that? You guys can just see a version like this. I'm paying attention to the phone again. There we go. You guys see all of those flower bud things are there again. On here on the side of the road. Can you guys imagine it in the, imagine that in the, like on a windy day? Oh my God, guys. I would have the time of my life. Look how many there are, guys. I would literally have the time of my life. And I have the perfect top on right now for when that happens. And they have done so much logging and select cut through here, it's not even funny. I should have done this on my drive up too, but I just took pictures and I'll compare them to the pictures. I'll show like all this year and then last year, and just so you guys can see. You know, guys, I could also go to the cliffs too. I know I had shared that before. I showed those photos. And right back in there is how you get back there. Oh my God, guys, this is beautiful. Whoa. First time I tried to get there, I went down on this, I tried to walk around this fence here to the right that you see, right off the road. I thought it was down in there, but it wasn't. But anyhow, guys, this is beautiful in itself. I'm probably just going to save that for peak week, because there is a little trail. I never showed you guys the trail. You guys just saw it in my photo album review. My arm's getting tired now. But we're almost there. Alright guys, so I'll go ahead and probably just end it. Oh, there went a red-tailed hawk. I'll just end it here because I'm almost to my spot, so. Hey guys, I just did the bear trap check with you guys. I'm only going to show just a little bit here at the end, and then I just walked back and forth. I sped up my car driving video, sped up the lookout sneak peek video, and I watched the rest of my actual hair tutorial then. I don't know if I had shared anything in there. You know, there's always just those little things that might come up. And hey, you know, I like to not take the easy way out. I like to really engage with my followers and listen to the videos. So I just did my walkthrough here. It was 6 minutes. So more than likely I can get that down to like 4. And I was only at like less, like in the 40s. So I should definitely have enough time, honestly, to do research once I get home. And then just make a final video tonight. Watch just certain parts of this video again. And then boom, I'll be up and ready for you guys. And then like I said, I do have another busy week this week with work. But I know I can get it, guys. Always have. Heck, I did it, you know, before nonsense, right, took place. You know, and just other assumptions and just a whole bunch of just very childish behaviors were engaged and thrown at me, like you saw. I was literally, and I know I never shared the pay stubs or anything, but like I said, I was doing like 2 to 10s and 3 to 10s all the time, 4 days a week before. Well, you know, just right, yeah. Again, I'm not even going to get into that, right? It's almost, I don't feel like Sarah Evans in her song, right? I'm not giving you another minute, another hour, or another second, get any longer, right? I'm busy getting stronger. Like, I don't feel that way, right? Like, I pretty much moved on right away. But I do, just again, that's kind of like the mindset that I had, where I said anything, you know, after my such a final Sunday, you know, or Saturday maybe that was, I said once I made that video, anything is like a minute at the tops. So yeah, so anyhow, like I said, I can upload pretty lengthy videos, you know, when I'm 28 hours a week, sometimes even more if I needed to go in. So I have no issue getting these videos up here for you. So anyhow, guys, I'll go home here and get just a very mini lunch, and then go with my gram this evening for our groceries at dinner. And so yeah, so anyhow, guys, thanks so much for watching my vlogs, and thanks for showing me that you guys find as much as joy and excitement in them as I do making them. So anyhow, I'll talk to you guys later. Hey everyone, your girl is here. So I don't need to do this, just because I started it in that way, looking away from me. Anyhow, you guys can see it looks like somebody else was here again. So I also wonder what they do if they get like a coyote in there. I don't think a coyote is silly enough to walk into one of those though. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and look at this here.